Beautiful. Welcome to week 4, session 2. Go ahead and come down and join me on your mat. And we're going to start sitting cross-legged. If this doesn't work for you, prop yourself up. Go ahead and get a pillow, a cushion, a block, anything at all like that. Or if it feels better for you to be kneeling, go ahead and do that. Yeah, whatever that body's happy with. And we just want to start to become aware of the side seams of your body, okay? We're going to do a lot of front body work today and some back body work and some side body work, but we often are very, very aware of the front of us. We're always generally moving forward. We're a bit aware of the back of us, but we tend not to be so aware of the sides, okay? And sometimes that's where the power is, that's where the connection is, that's where the missing link can be in terms of balance, coordination, control. Okay, so let's go ahead and sit, and then I want you to find a really comfortable position. Okay, not like a Pilates, sit tall, organize yourself, just be kind of comfy. Okay, and you can, if you're happy to close your eyes, go ahead and close your eyes. And just for a sec, just notice the parts of you that are touching the mat. Okay, so some of your foot, bit of your heel, your seat bones, maybe some of your thigh. Just bring your awareness to that. Good. And then gently, we're going to rock into the right seat bone and into the left seat bone. So just a little, yeah, good. A little reach. So we just start to transfer that weight. See how it feels? Okay, good. Perfect. And then settle in the middle, tailbone, imagine it right between your seat bones, and then your spine just sort of grows out of your tailbone in that really beautiful S shape right up to the top of your head, and then your head is just balanced on your spine. Okay, so we're just sitting, noticing how we feel in this position, noticing that your core is holding you up without you putting any effort into it, that your ribs are hopefully sitting somewhere over your pelvis. It doesn't need to be perfect. We'll get there. All right, and then with your eyes closed, if you can, just start to send your awareness into the sides of you. Okay, so for me, that means the sides of my head, my ears, the side of my neck, down the outside of my arm, the outside of my ribs and my waist, through the outside of my hip. And this obviously would be a different experience if you were standing. But just see, can we send a sense of sort of awareness? And that might sound sort of nebulous, like not very concrete, but just get almost like you're sort of getting that wraparound vision, okay? All the way around the front of the side of you. Good. Now go ahead and open your eyes. Amazing. Keep your jaw really relaxed. Okay, try not to concentrate too much. Try not to squeeze or clench. And try to let your eyes soften. Good. And again, that might sound like a mad instruction. You'd be amazed how much tension you hold around your eyeballs, especially if you spend half the time that I do looking at a screen. Those eyes are going to start to laser focus. We want to lose that laser focus. Okay, we want precision from the neck down. We want your eyes to be really soft. Okay, go ahead and take your hands out to the sides of you and then start to just walk your fingertips away. Good, and as your fingertips walk away, just notice, can you let yourself be in your peripheral vision? So again, we usually tend to laser focus those eyes forwards. Can we really soften your eyes, soften your eyeballs? Have your arms reaching, so you maybe get a little bit of a sensation at the top of your shoulder. Nothing major, pull it in a little bit if it's uncomfortable. And then soften into that peripheral vision. Go ahead. And we're going to reach the arms up and out to the sides. Okay, get comfy, sit back into your tailbone. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and start to circle my arms around. Good. And all I want to do here is see, can we experience that sort of movement of the arm, that plugging of the shoulder into that arm socket without that accompanying scrunching of the face? Because pretty soon, if you're like me, this is going to start to feel not as much fun as those first couple of rotations were. Okay, good. Let's go ahead and reverse it. Let's take it other direction. Good, know that you can change your seated position at any time, always checking back in. I'm gonna turn around, you stay as you are. Just notice, are we sitting up? And if you are, can you drop into your ribs? So that we're sort of relaxing into that position and letting the shoulder blade be in a really happy position on that rib cage. Good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and reach the arms all the way forwards, fingertips reaching. That's it. And then we're going to slide the elbows back, almost as if you were to hook your thumbs into like the straps of your top, and then send the arms away. Slide back and send. Now, as you slide back, can you get a sense of those shoulder blades sliding towards the spine? And as you reach forwards, can you get a sense of the shoulder blades sliding around the ribs? And we're getting a little bit of rib movement. So arms forwards, ribs flex, arms back, ribs extend. And then check in. As you're moving through this, know that there's a difference between a sliding shoulder blade and a shoulder blade that's squeezing and reaching. Good. Very nice. None of you are doing that. I'm just saying. Let's do one more. Hold those arms out in front. Good. Go ahead and rotate the palms to the ceiling. Good. Now we're going to roll. So if I was sighted, we're going to go up and over as if you were going to tap your hands to your shoulders and send the arms away. And roll and away. Now as you do this, okay, ostensibly not major, yeah? Can we sit in the back of the seat? And now can you bring your awareness to the center of you, whatever you think that is. So sort of anywhere between, into your abdominal wall, between your pelvis and your rib cage. Good. Do you notice just a little bit of contraction and release? For me, as my arms come in, I get a little bit of a connection into my abdominal wall, and as my arms go away, it softens. One more. Hold it, nice. Turn the palms. Okay, we're gonna lift the arms to the ceiling. Allow the shoulder to roll. We're gonna circle the arms to the mat. Good. Now, scoop, like you're scooping the arms up. Turn the palms forward. Circle them around. Scoop up and turn. Really nice, you guys. 2 more. Again, just checking in for any upper back tension, any neck tension, any jaw squeezing. Good. Reverse. Out and scoop back. Rotate the palms so they're forwards. Wake them up and back. Good. Now, I'm going to make this nice and big. If you're feeling any crunching, any grinding, any unhappiness in your shoulders, you go ahead and you make this smaller, yeah? One more time. Good. Super. Okay, stay. Go ahead and cross the arms over the chest. Nice. I'm going to go to the right. So my left ribs gently turn around my right ribs, and then I spring back to center. Very good. Go to the other side. Ribs turn around and back to center. And in this judo, I often talk, instead of the rib cage, I often talk about a rib basket. So if you think of like a weaved basket, how it's sort of sturdy, you can put things in it and they won't break or they won't fall out, but it's really movable. Yeah, your rib cage is springy, like a sort of woven basket. Okay, do one more back to the side and other side, back to center. Excellent. Okay, from here, go ahead and take yourself onto all fours. We're going to continue to mobilize the spine, this time in flexion and extension, and then we'll add a little bit of core connection. Good. So hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. We're going to push the mat away. Open the back ribs to the ceiling to round the spine. The tail tucks. We feel that lift underneath you. Release the seat bones out behind you. Roll around the chest. Good. And can we be here? So in this extended position, while still pushing away from the floor and being really supported in the arms, so there's not much going on in your mid-back. Okay, no squeezing there. Press the mat away, round the tail, head comes to tail, breath. Release the seat bones, open and come up. Amazing, good, again. Press the mat away, round through the spine, feel the length. Release the seat bones, open out of the butt, good. Okay, let's go one more time. Press the mat away around the spine. Feel that connection. And then release the mat away. Let's add some movement. We're going to sit back into your heels. Round the spine to come forward. Release the tail and go back. Round the tail and forward. We're going to go 3 and round. And 2 and round. Let's try that one more time. Reach. Beautiful. Good, you guys. Okay. Love it. Last little bit here. Let's wag your tail side to side. So hopefully most of these movements now are starting to make a little bit more sense. And that body sort of knows where to go. That's not to say that you won't learn a little bit every time you do them, but they're not brand new. Good. We're going to take the tail to the right, circle it, and around. So we're drawing this really big hip circle, and we're feeling the feedback from the floor, yeah? As we spiral the ribs and the pelvis, sort of like in a figure 8. Let's reverse other direction. Know that this can take any shape. It can look like whatever you want it to look like. It doesn't need to be a circle or a perfect figure 8. It can be a big squiggle as long as you're moving, mobilizing. Beautiful. Good, you guys. One more time. All right. Okay. Let's start to make it a little bit more interesting, yeah? Hand to mat. Okay. When you're ready, tuck your toes. We're going to press the root around your spine. Okay. Again, nothing you haven't seen before. When you're ready, I want you to feel your thigh bones are being sucked up into your hip socket as you just lift your knees into a hopper. We maintain this really excellent rounded spine. Stay breathing. And then release the knees. Can we stay in your round? Just take a breath here. Inhale. Exhale and hover the knees. Feel those thigh bones pull up into that hip socket. And then release as you inhale. Exhale, round and press. And it's a super big exhale. Yes, excellent, nice, good. Release the knees. We're going to do that one more time. Hover the knees. You've got 3. Stay 2. Stay 1. And down. Excellent, you guys. Sit back into your heels. Really good. Well done. Roll up onto your heels. Okay, so we're sitting back. Good. This can be quite a stretch for the ankles. So take your time. I just want to give your wrists a little break. I want you to tuck your tail and then release. And again, tuck your tail and release. So we're scooping underneath and behind you. If you think of like a baseball mitt, you know, how it's really scooped and it has that hollow in the middle. What we're doing is making your bum that sort of shape of the baseball mitt. So your thigh bone drops really snug into it. Good, one more. We're gonna scoop, but I want you to stay. Now you're gonna lead with your tailbone. Up, excellent. That's it. And then widen your seat bones. Sit back into the heels, and then your shoulders come over your hips. Good. Tail lifts and come up. Yes. Wide seat bones and come back. Now, if you come up, you will feel your thighs. That's fine. So tail and then ribs. That's it. Ribs are almost hanging back. Wide seat bones to come down. If you want to add those arms across your chest, that encourage those ribs dropping. So we lead with the tail. Now Pilates, I would say this, the movements themselves are relatively simple. And you see a lot of the same positions over and over again. So this is just like bridging. Tail, but a little bit more challenging because we've got less of you touching the mat. Sit back into the heels. Well done, you guys. Good. From here, go ahead and take your hands to the mat. Let's return to some of that deep core work. So pressing the hands into the mat, we're going to tuck the toes. Okay, now we're going to stay with a flat back this time. Hover the knees and stay with those knees hovering. 3, 2, 1. Knees release to the floor. Okay, let's go 2 more times. Push into the hands, push into the feet, hover the knees. 3, 2, 1, and down. Notice that you're holding any tension between your seat bones. Okay, let's go again. One more time. Hover. Release the seat bones. Good. Yes. Nice. We're going to gently just point your left toes so that your left foot comes off the floor. And down. Yeah. Right side. And down. Point. Yes. Good. Now those shoulders are working hard. I know. We're going to do 2 more. Amazing. 1 more. Good, you guys. Knees come down. Excellent. And then release the tail, wide seat bones. We're going to send one leg and the opposite arm reaching. Now, push the floor away. Organize yourself so you are square to the mat. We're going to take that arm and the knee down, and let's go second side. Can we have minimal sort of disturbing in that torso, so that as the arm and leg move away, the opposite arm and leg are working hard to find that balance. Good. Hip opens. Underneath the armpit opens. And then spine stays threaded in the middle. Let's do 2 more. Super, you guys. Nice. Last one. Excellent. Good. Okay. We're going to sit back into the heels and relax. Go ahead from here. And we're going to take it onto your back. And bend the knees, and we're going to lie down. We're just going to release out the front body with a little bit of bridging, okay? So we're going to stand the feet into the floor. Notice especially your forefoot and the ball of your toe, the ball of your foot and your toes, okay? Lift your tail, scoop the seat, and reach the knees over the toes. Excellent, really good. A sense of the back pelvis traveling to meet the front pelvis. Now, widen your seat bones. And actually, I want you to hold on to your hips here. So we're holding right and left. Gently pull your pelvis away from your ribs. You'll get a bit of movement there. And then lie your spine back down onto the mat. Keep your hands on your hips if you can, just to give us that sense of traction, okay? Lift the tail, lift the pelvis, reach the knees, stand in your feet. We're going to pull the pelvis away from the ribs and then lie the spine down. Melt the chest bone, keep the space. Good, you can return your hands to the mat now, but we have that felt sense of reaching. Lift the tail, slide the seat bones, reach the knees. Now use the legs here, reach the knees, stand in the front of your foot. Keep reaching the pelvis forward as we lie the spine down. Good, 1 more time, let's go. Lift the tail. Good, we're gonna reach the knees, that's it. Now stay here. We're going to press into one foot, the other leg rolls to tabletop. Amazing. Replace the foot to the front and take your time. Soften your chest bone a little more. Other leg lifts. Replace. Before you go other side, give yourself a second to balance. Lift. Replace. Pause and balance. Lift. Replace. Pause and balance. Last 2. Lift. Replace, pause, and center. Go ahead and go 1 more time. That's it. Good. Nice. Amazing. And then release it all the way down. Perfect. Okay. When you're ready from here, I want you to take your right hand behind your head, and that elbow isn't going to be right up to the ceiling with your arm flung into your head, but it's not going to be on the floor. Have it somewhere in the middle so that your shoulder blade gets to wrap around your ribcage, okay? From there, so right hand behind your head, left arm reaches up to the ceiling. We're going to carry the head with your right arm as you reach your left arm forward. Excellent. Lifting from that front body, those ribs turning around. Good. Go ahead and release it all the way back. Let's go again. Roll it up. Good, give me a big breath out as you lift, and then releasing it down, softening the eyes, softening the jaw. You got it. One more time. Up you go. Stay here for me. Take your hands onto your lower ribs and little curl up for 3. Pull those ribs forwards, 2. Pull those ribs forwards, 1, and then release it all the way down. Good, we're gonna stay with this side, okay? I'm gonna take that arm to the ceiling. When you're ready, I'm gonna exhale to curl up, and my right knee is gonna lift up into 90 degrees. That's it, really good. Release the foot to the floor, head down, arm up. Excellent, you guys. Try that 2 more times. Reach, good. And release. 1 more time. Reach, good. Can we stay here? Turn that left palm into face your thigh. I'm going to send my arm up to the ceiling, my leg reaches forwards, arm forwards and knee to chest. Stretch the leg out in front, stretch the arm up by the ear, and pull it in. Can we do that 3 more times? Reach and return. Stay breathing for 2. Option to drop the upper body here if you need to. 1 more time. And reach, good. Stay there. I'm going to release the body down, foot down, and arm to ceiling. Amazing. We're going to go ahead, swap it over. Let's take your left hand behind your head, and your right arm is going to reach to the ceiling. We're going to roll up, lifting through the chest bone. Exhale, and use that reaching forwards of your elbow and your fingers to round. And return. Amazing. Again, reach it. Excellent. And return. Nice, you guys. 1 more time. Stay here. Take your hands onto your lower ribs. And just so I go with my index finger and my thumb to slide them down as I pulse up for 3. Pulse up for 2. Stay soft. Pulse up for 1. And release everything all the way down. Okay, let's go ahead. Left leg into tabletop. I press up and I curl. Excellent. And I carry everything down and I stretch. 2 more. Reach through the fingers, roll through the thigh. Yes, amazing. And return. Last one, here you go. Up you come, now pause it. We're gonna send the leg away and the arm reaches. We're gonna go 5 times. And in. Option to drop the upper body. We reach for 4. Good. So this is just like lying or being on all fours, reaching opposite arm to leg. Last 2. Reach and pull. Good. Last 1. Send it. So good. Take it back. And replace to the floor. Amazing. Arms by your sides. Go ahead from here. Pull the heels in, right underneath your knees, nice and tight to your backside. Roll your tail, lift the pelvis, send the knees, soft dropping of that chest bone into your spine. Okay, when you're ready from here, now take your time. I want you to step your right foot forwards. So sort of as far forward as you can without that hamstring really getting crossed. It'll make itself known to you, okay, but that's not crossed. And then step the foot back in. Left foot steps forward, so you gotta push it. That's it. When I say push it, I mean push it down into the mat, okay? Right foot forwards. Left foot forwards, good. Now pelvis balanced. Can we stay with both feet in? And we're gonna roll up onto your toes for 3 and down, for 2, and down. Now what I want you to do is, this is hard, keep your hips where they are. So those heels lift and lower, but that pelvis goes nowhere. Yeah, now we got it. Okay, stay up on the balls of those feet, yeah? And now I want you to breathe. Stay here. Drop your pelvis down a little bit, okay? And from here, we're gonna roll the spine into the mat, take a breath. Stretch your legs out, let them relax. Okay, it's tough going on those hamstrings. Mine are not impressed. I know we've got just another little bit of work there. Okay. And what you're feeling in your hamstrings isn't because they're tight, it's because they're having to work really hard, okay? That crampy, spasmy feeling, they're just working. That's just that muscle working, okay? Go ahead and bend the knees in. Perfect. Okay, last little bit, you guys. We're gonna lift the tail, lift the pelvis, soft ribs. Good. Now, hips are high, like in normal bridge. Drop your pelvis down a little bit. Amazing. Keep the same space between the knees. We're gonna roll up onto the ball of the foot, so heels lift. Now here's your challenge. You have the option to stay flat on the foot. If you can, stay on your toes. Right foot forwards, left foot follows it. Right foot back, left foot follows it. Now I know you're gonna wanna run through this. Take your time. Know that you can come out of this, you're in charge. You can come out of this whenever you want. Know that this is also super strengthening for the back of your body. This is so good for anyone with knee issues, ankle issues, tightness in the front of their hips. This is going to sort you out. One more. Good. And then when you're ready, both in, feet down, release the pelvis. Good. You guys take those knees into your chest and give yourself a little rock. We're going to do one modified roll-up. So hold on to those thighs. Press the thigh bones into your hands, roll to seated. Amazing. Good. And then we're going to roll back, take your time, and come down. Okay. Now you have the option to stick with that modified roll-up or extend the legs, reach the arms all the way overhead. And I'm going to roll my arms up, roll my eyes up, round my body. I'm turning myself into a wheel. Reach forwards, put your head between your hands, hamstring stretches. Good. But you are so welcome to soften those knees, yeah? Stack your body up super tall. Amazing. Now turn the pelvis around your thigh bones, rolling down, lying your spine back down on the mat, and send those arms overhead. Excellent. Two more. Arms pick up, eyes roll forwards, look right down at your pelvis, and reach. Go ahead and stack it up. Amazing. Option to use the floor to slow you down if you need to. Option to bend those knees and hug the knees to your chest for modified roll-up. We're going to do one more. Before we come up, stretch everything. So I want you to get 10 times longer before you think about rolling. Open up, then arms, eyes round the shoulders, big breath out, beautiful, good, yes, that's it, nice, and then come all the way up. Okay, we're going to continue to stretch out those hamstrings now because they've done a lot for you. Go ahead and take yourself to side, not quite lying on the mat. We're going to be on an elbow and on your knees. Now, if you've got any shoulder issues, you're working with any issues in that shoulder, go ahead and take yourself either all the way down here or all the way down, lying on your hand, okay? Otherwise, that elbow is just going to give you a bit more of a challenge here. Knees are bent. I'm going to allow my bottom leg to stay bent and my top leg reaches stick straight, okay? I'm going to lift my top leg up to just hip height, send the foot away a little bit more, okay? Now, press from your inner thigh, push the leg down, good, and then pull the leg up with the outside of the hip. Push it down, good, and pull it up. Now, what I want you to just check for a sec, elbow slightly further out than your shoulder. When it's in, we tend to sink. When we send it out, we get to lift, yeah? Push the leg, pull the leg, good, push, better, yes, good changes. Lift those ribs up. That's it. Okay, we're going to take that leg up to hip height, stretch it. 4 circles forwards, 4, 3, 2, and 1. 4 circles back, 4, and 3, and 2. Now hold. We're going to take the leg forwards to just the front edge of the mat and point the toes back. Forwards, point back. One more. Good. Now you're welcome to stick with this range if there's anything going on in your lower back or your side hip. Otherwise, we're going to take the leg all the way forwards. Feel that scoop along the hamstring. and point the toes back. Kick, kick, and sweep. 2 more. Kick, kick, and sweep. 1 more. Kick, kick, and sweep. We're going to go ahead and release that leg. Press yourself all the way up. Excellent. Good. Got 1 more little bit of a side challenge. That's what we've got 2 more little bits of side challenge. Go ahead. And that leg, we're now going to bend it. Foot on the floor. We got to have a little bit of a slide. Okay. So I'm going to take my hand furthest away from my feet to the mat. And I'm going to bend into the elbow and slide that leg away. And then push and slide the leg in. So I've got a spiral of my thigh bone. Push. Good. You might get a stretch in the inner thigh or a big hello on the outside of the hip or both. 1 more. Slide. Really good. Yeah. Now mind that we're not thinking. Yeah, you're in charge. Be in. Yes, be in your spine. Good. Okay. When you're ready, hand behind your head. Let's do 3 more. Side. Good. And lift. We're coming up and out of those ribs. Yeah. And 2 more. Open the side of you. Good. And then close the side of you. Other side opens. 1 more time. Big inhale. Excellent. Big exhale. Okay. Now you're so welcome to keep that hand on the mat. Okay. If you can, try both hands behind your head. This is technically not beginners, but let's try it. You have the option to take the hand on the mat. We're going to stretch the leg and bend away from it. Use the leg to anchor you and pull. Yes. Guys, yeah, 2 more. Away. Reach and pull. Good. 1 more time. This is total body integration. And in. Excellent. Relax it. Go ahead. Hand away from the foot to the floor. And let's just take a normal mermaid. Reach into that stretch. Okay, now we're going to spiral the ribs around each other. Take both hands to the mat. Turn. Good. Push the mat away and round the spine. Hold the mat to you and lift the chest. 1 more. Push and round. Pull and lift. Good. Then go ahead. Excellent lift. Go ahead. Take the arm up to the ceiling. And let's go towards the feet. Let's just open out here. Big reach away for 3, for 2, for 1, and up. Okay, this is your last challenge on this side. That leg that's behind you, go ahead and take it in front. And then we're going to send the feet a little further away from you. Okay, so we're going to come into that side bend kneeling. Okay, hand to the mat, sort of midway between the knee and the hip, but slightly closer to the knee. Okay, in terms of how far forward on the mat that hand is. So, heel to the front of the ankle. We're going to press into the feet, roll up onto the knee, push the hips forwards, and side bend. Good. Widen the seat bones and come down. Now, you might need to adjust where your hand is or where your feet are. Absolutely fine. Let's go 2 more. Push with the strong arm up. Excellent. And then sit to your heels. Good. Amazing. Go on 1 more time. Push. Good. Feel that open sense of space. And really sit down. Very strong. Well done, you guys. Go ahead and take it over onto the second side. Let's be on the elbow. Or remember, if you shoulder issues this side, go ahead and take it down or all the way down onto your head. Okay? Or onto your arm. So, elbow slightly further away from your shoulder if you're here. Bottom leg bent and slightly in front. Just make sure that your hips are stacked. So especially if you've got your hand on your hip, sometimes the tendency can be to let the elbow rock back and then the hip follows and then the body follows, okay? We want to keep it forward facing. Good. Go ahead and lift the leg up to hip height. Give me a bit of a push away from the mat. And notice that that push away from the mat is going to send your head into a better position on your spine, okay? So it's less shoulder and jaw. Push the foot down. Pull the leg up. Good. And I know it probably sounds, incidentally, like I'm obsessed with your jaw, but in case I haven't already explained, you've got a line of connective tissue that goes from your jaw, right, all the way down the front of you through your 6-pack muscles, right down to the front of your pelvis. And sometimes when we clench that jaw, we're doing it because we're looking for extra abdominal stability, but really what it does is it just locks us in place. Notice the next time you're trying to screw the lid off a really tight jar, I bet you're going to clench your teeth to try and get it off, because it helps to stabilize your core. But when we're training it, it's not really helpful. Good. Most of us do it without thinking. Lift the leg. Good. And start to circle. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Reverse. 4, 3, 2, and hold. Small forwards. Point the toes back. Forwards. Point back. Excellent. Just give me one more. And then you're welcome to stick with the small range. You can make it even smaller or go kick, kick, and back. Kick, kick, and back. Excellent. 2 more. Kick, kick, and back. 1 more. Kick, kick, and back. Super. Go ahead and take it all the way up. Good. Okay, then we're going to bend that leg, or swing that leg around. Foot to mat, knee is bent. Hand to floor. Amazing. Good. Okay, when you're ready, let's go ahead. Send the leg out. Bend into the elbow. Good. I have my hand a little too close to me, so just organize if you need to. And push up to bend in. Soften. So I'm stretching that entire top side. Spiral the thigh bone and up. Good. Well done. One more time. Open space and side C. Good. Can we take the hand behind the head? Let's go 3 here. Reach, reach that elbow like a mermaid stretch. And then the more you come down, the more you work your waist and open this bottom side. 2 more. Lengthen. Beautiful. And up. Nice, you guys. One more time. Notice that bottom shoulder. Keep it soft. Yeah. Okay. Now, can we take the hands behind the head? Know that the mat's always there and your range can be small. See, can we be here and really open? Okay. Now, side bend sideways. And lift up. Try not to turn. Yeah, that's it. 2 more. Side bend. Beautiful. And up you come. Go. Well done. One more time. And push. Yes. Excellent. Go ahead and relax that leg. Hands down. Let's take it into that full mermaid stretch. Away. Yes. Good. Rotate towards the mat. Both hands down. Turn the chest. Facing between the hands. Press the mat away and round the spine. Pull the mat to you and lift the chest. 1 more. Push the mat away and round. Pull the mat to you and lift. Bring it back to center. Arm comes up. Good. Go ahead, other side. Reach, reach. Lengthen. Try to open up that waist. You lengthen through the fingers, even through your baby finger. And then go ahead and come back. Excellent. That back leg, go ahead and spiral it in front. And sort of lock your feet together. Good. Okay. Organizing yourself. Good. Hand more towards the knee than towards the back of the mat. And we're going to go ahead and roll up onto the knee. Let's take a breath. When you're ready, exhale and up. Open the hips and side bend, standing in the foot. And then widen the seat bones to let yourself down. Really good. 2 more. Push. And then side bend over. Connecting. Push the mat away here, just as if you were on all 4s with that arm. Good. Shoulders. Yes. 1 more time. Push and side bend. I'm going to reach. I'm going to open the ribs. I'm going to lengthen here. Amazing. Go ahead and release it. Excellent. Very good. Guys, we're going to come on to the knees. And instead of doing the extension work lying down today, we're going to do it kneeling, okay? So I want you to just hinge forwards at the hips, having that back really nice and flat. Good. I'm going to cross the arms over the chest and then roll yourself up. 2 more. Good. Well done. 1 more time. Go ahead and take it here. Now just pause it, okay? I'm going to send my right arm up by my ear, my left arm up by my ear. Those arms are a continuation of your pelvis. So I want you to think about how that right arm crosses down, right down the side of your spine into your tailbone, so does your left. Now we're going to send the right arm back an inch. That's going to send your left arm forwards an inch. Swap, 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 swap. Now are you breathing? Are you using a lot of jaw tension, upper neck tension? Good. Or can we allow that roll of the arm? Make it big. 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and release it all the way down. Good. Okay. From here, take it back to all fours. We're going to work our way through this last sequence to include some upper back strengthening. Okay. We're going to be on all fours. Hands to the mat, knees under the hips. Amazing. Good. Press the mat away. Feel those shoulder blades slide around your ribs. Good. Okay. I'm going to send one leg out behind, flex the foot, really strong in the heel, and then I'm going to drop the ball of the foot to the floor. Take my right leg or my other leg out and be here. Excellent. Good, you guys. Now, when you're ready, push the mat away. Look towards the front of the mat as you push your backside to the ceiling. So we're not looking back at your toes, you're looking forwards. Now from here, round your spine, tuck your tail. Good. And come back into a plank. Good. Drop the knees, take a stretch. Inhale. Exhale. Go ahead. Back to all fours. Amazing. Send your other leg out this time. Ball of the foot down. Send your opposite leg to reach it with it. Good, amazing. Look to the front of the mat. Push that tail right up to the ceiling. Nice. Now we're going to stay here. Your hands are going to walk back towards your feet. And then I want you to bend your knees. Good. So that your knee and your ankle are in roughly the same line and you're sitting into your tail. Reach your arms out in front now. I'm under no illusion. This is tough, yes? Okay, stretch the arms. Press your whole self to standing tall. Good. Now, when you're ready, go ahead. Bend the knees. Sit the seat back. Press the feet. Stand tall. Good. One more time. Bend the knees. Sit the hips back. Stay. Take a little more weight to the ball of your foot. Swim your arms. Good. We're getting them right up by the ears if you can. Bottom ribs still pull down a little bit. Now turn your palms to the floor. 4, 3, 2. Good. 1. Now hold it. I'm going to push my palms up to the ceiling. That's it. Stretch the legs and send the crown of your head forwards. Amazing. So my back is making like a tabletop. And then I'm going to bend my knees. Sweep my arms. Sit on my hips. Yes. Push your arms as you push the ground away. Stretch the crown of your head forwards. Lengthen yourself. You can be nice and soft in those knees. Good. And then release. So good, you guys. Do that one more time. Push to reach. And then release it down. Amazing. Let your hands drop empty. Arms empty. And then just give me a little round in that spine. Hang over that body. Good. Breathe into your mid-back between those shoulder blades. Exhale, breastbone to ceiling, spine rounds, and stay here. Weight in the forefoot. Good, well done. Let's take a slow roll back to standing. We're going to push the feet through the floor, roll the pelvis on top of your thigh bones, and then from that lower back, start to stack yourself all the way up. Chin is the last thing to come off the chest, and we're in the middle. Amazing. Good. Perfect. Arms down by your sides. One hand slides down towards the outside of your ankle. Other arm reaches. And take it back up. Let's go other side. Slide to the ankle. Other arm reaches. Excellent. And take it back up. Now we're going to breathe into the right shoulder. Pick it up. And out. Breathe into the left shoulder. Send one big breath the entire way around that rib cage. Swirl it round. Hold the breath for 3, for 2, for 1, and then exhale. Let all of that air out of your body. Amazing. Very nice. Well done. You guys, thank you so much. Very nicely done. As always, if you have any questions and you want to stay on and ask now, I'm not going anywhere. You can shout away. I will send out details of February's course tomorrow, as I say, probably at a slightly earlier time and with the option of a morning session as well. And yeah, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed. You flew it. Anyone we could see on a screen was rocking it. Yeah. So